I'm Steve Smith with Family Life Mornings, and I love how God works, and I'd like to share the story of how God brought the Smith family to Family Life. Last 23 years, we're down in Tulsa, Oklahoma, where I hosted a morning show on a secular radio station. And actually, about a little over a year ago, I lost that job because they changed formats and they didn't have any live people on the air anymore. So I was out of work and was out of radio for a little over a year, and kind of wondered during that time, like, okay, am I done with radio? And it's like, God, whatever you want, that's fine. And I had some jobs off and on, some part-time work, but not full-time work and not in radio. A couple radio jobs came up, and I thought I had them. It just looked like done deals. And again, this is where God's plans are a whole lot better than our plans, because if it was my plan, I would have had one of those two jobs. It just seemed perfect. Just everything seemed right about it. But God shut the door. And so all of a sudden, lo and behold, one day, I got an email from a friend of mine who I used to work with in Tulsa, who had moved to Bath, New York. Family Life Network in Bath, New York, I had never heard of either one, didn't know. But all of a sudden it was morning radio, there was a possibility, and I got real excited, and God put that desire there, and I was like, wow. So I checked into it. Now, this guy who emailed me was a guy I used to work with in Tulsa, whose wife is Rochelle Renee Carrillo, who's doing mornings at Family Life. And we knew Sammy and Rochelle, checked into it, and was real excited about it. But my family and I, we had never, ever discussed leaving Tulsa, because my son was about to be a senior in high school. Our daughter was in college in the area, and she loved it. So we weren't going to leave. We had no plans to leave, never talked about it. So my son gets home from school that day, from high school, and I said, Will, this may never happen. There's not even a job opening yet, but there's a possibility. What if we moved to Bath, New York, and that would be where you'd spend your senior year in high school? And he looked at me so calmly, and he goes, Dad, I'd miss some people and cry a lot, but if it's God, let's go. And it kind of blew me away. We can get sharpened by our own kids. And every step of the way between that and when I was actually hired and started on July 25th, it was all God. It wasn't my idea to move to Bath, New York. We had no intention. But God had a plan in my life, just like He has a plan in your life. And His plans are a whole lot better than ours. Every step of the way, He just got it. It's like He picked us up in His hands and said, here, I have a place for you. And it was just like in those coffee shops. I get to minister. This isn't Christian radio, although it is Christian radio. It's ministry first, and Christian radio is just part of what we do at Family Life. So it was like, God, you just gave me the perfect opportunity that the desire of my heart. He gave it to me. I didn't know what Bath, New York was all about, what Family Life was all about, but I do now. I feel so blessed that God's plans are better than my plans, and I'm just so thankful to the Lord and humbled that I get to do what I do every morning on Family Life. Thank you. What if we just lost power? Or did you? Oh, okay. That would have been more fun.